I am Mahesh Jinjowadia. I am retired professor of BVM Engineering College. Our college, BVM Engineering College, is first engineering college of Gujarat state. In our mechanical department, in thermal engineering lab, there are many equipments which are having educational value as well as historical value. We know that invention of heat engine has given industrial revolution, and we know that by industrial revolution there is improvement in standard of living. Here external combustion engine is one type of heat engine and boiler is its important equipment. Boiler also is known as steam generator, and we know that inside the boiler combustion of fuel takes place. By using that thermal energy, water will be heated and water will get converted into the steam. Here boilers can be classified in two main categories. One type is known as fire tube boiler, where flue gases will flow through the tube, and another type of the boiler is known as water tube boiler. In water tube boiler, water will flow through the tubes and those water tubes will be surrounded by flue gases. When operation is going on, heat transfer takes place, water will be heated up and steam will be generated. This steam is utilized in steam turbine as well as steam engine for generating mechanical power.
Good morning, all of you. I am Professor Upendra B. Chaudhary, Mechanical Engineering Department, BVM Engineering College. I want to show you the laboratory, Thermal Power Engineering Laboratory. In this laboratory, we have total 3 boilers. 2 boilers are fire tube boilers, namely Lakshmi package boiler and locomotive boiler, and 1 water tube boiler, namely vertical water tube boiler. So fire tube boilers are utilized to generate the steam, large quantity of steam at lower pressure, while water tube boilers are utilized to generate the large quantity of steam with higher pressure. Water tube boiler have a fast response to change in demand. Now you can see the Lakshmi package boiler, fire tube boiler over here. I want to explain you various parts and working of this boiler. You can see the fire tube boiler, the tubes are there, one big tube is there and another small tubes are there. Firing takes place with help of the diesel firing, combustion takes place over here and flue gas is produced which is going inside the big tube and then comes in small tubes. Water is contact with these flue gases and converted into the steam. That steam is carried with steam stop valve to steam engines. This is boiler feed pump. Feed pump is utilized to supply the water from the tank to boiler through feed check valves. Now the steam is generated from water due to contact with the flue gases, and steam is collected at steam stop valve and going to steam engines. In this boiler, diesel utilized as a fuel. Diesel supplied with help of the diesel pump. This is the pump. Here diesel is supplied to burner. This is the blower. Air is supplied to burner and flame is generated due to burning of the diesel with help of the air. Spark is generated there. So flame is generated. This flame is utilized to generate the steam from the water. Flue gases pass through the chimney. Chimney is provided over here which produce the natural draft. So flue gases are discarded to atmosphere.
I am Dr. H.G. Kataria, working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department of BVM. This is a vertical water tube boiler situated in a laboratory. In all the modern thermal power plant, the water tube boilers are very common. Here, the inclined water tubes are there inside the shell of this boiler, and this boiler is equipped with two water level indicators and a pressure gauge. Water level indicator indicates the water level inside a boiler shell, and the pressure gauge that shows the working pressure of a boiler shell. This pressure gauge is mounted on a U-tube siphon, because in a siphon tube the water is filled so that the high pressure steam enters to a siphon tube, so that directly the high pressure steam will not enter to a burden tube of a pressure gauge, so that it cannot damage the burden tube of a pressure gauge. Here inside the boiler, the water is filled and water is circulated through all the water tubes, and from this combustion chamber the coal is supplied, and the combustion is taking place inside the combustion chamber, and the heat generated during the combustion, that all the flue gases that will circulate around a water tube, so that the water tube will absorb the heat and the water will be heated and water will be converted to the steam. As the steam is lighter as compared to water, so steam moves in an upward direction and collected at the top of the boiler shell. And after the burning the coal, the ash is formed, and then ash will be removed from the bottom of this furnace. As the pressure increases, the high pressure steam is taken from a steam stop valve of the boiler, and the whatever amount of the steam taken from a boiler, that much amount of the water continuously supplied to the boiler in order to maintain a constant water level inside the boiler. In this boiler, natural draft is used for circulating the air and flue gases through the boiler. From the bottom, the fresh air enters for a combustion purpose, and after combustion the flue gases will be generated, and then flue gases will move in upward direction due to pressure difference, and from the chimney that will goes to the atmosphere.
Myself, Dr. J.P. Hadia. I am working as an assistant professor in Mechanical Engineering Department, Birla Vishwakarma Vidyalaya. This is the locomotive boiler. It is the multi-tube fire tube boiler. It divided in the two sections. One is known as the smoke box and another is known as the fire box. This smoke box and fire box is connected by the horizontal cell. This cell contains the fire tubes, horizontal fire tube, and it filled with the water. Now during the operation of the boiler, coal is introduced into boiler through this fire door, and in presence of the air, the combustion is take place inside the combustion chamber. It forms the flue gases. This what flue gases is passes through the tube inside the cell. Therefore, water is heated and then steam is formed. This steam is collected at the top of the cell, and with help of anti-priming pipe, it supplied to the steam engine. Flue gases coming from the fire tubes is enter in the smoke box, and then it exhausted through the chimney. Now in case of the locomotive boiler, the long chimney is not possible. Therefore, enough draft is created with help of steam jet draft system. Steam jet draft system contains the blast pipe. In the blast pipe, steam coming from the steam engine is supplied, and steam is expand in the blast pipe. Due to the expansion of the steam, it creates the low pressure in the smoke box. Therefore, the automatically flue gases coming from the tube, it exhausted to the through the chimney to the atmosphere. The boiler is fitted with the so many accessory and mountings which is needed to proper operation of the boiler. Now you can see here the water level indicator is fitted. It shows the level of water inside the cell. This is the pressure gauge. It is used to show the pressure of the steam inside the cell. And you may find the hand hole, manhole, and then safety valve, and to control the flow of the flue gases, the damper is provided on the chimney.
Till now, whatever the explain that is available facility in our department, and that is what the basics of the boiler construction and its working. But nowadays it is the era of supercritical pressure boiler for higher efficiency of the ranking title. So from these basics, the students will come to know the requirement of the supercritical boilers. Thank you.